Hello, rockers and Mercuryans. Hold on. Let's start that over. Hello, rockers and Mercuryans. Rock Mercury here, and welcome to the Rock Mercury podcast. I'm having some juice today, and today's going to be an educational day. Look at this. This is some green juice. I'll be drinking this, and today's going to be an educational moment. All right? We have a lot to talk about when it comes to the Texas State Real Estate Exam. That's what we're here for today. We're here to study for it because I have to take it again. I keep missing it by 1 point. I'm very upset about this, so we're going to study together. And I bought the Prep Agent process program. So we're going to take it together. We're going to take this together. I paid a lot of money for this. But you guys are going to help me study so I don't get bored. After I drink this juice, I'm going to be reading these questions over here on the side screen. I'm generating 40 questions because that's how many there are on the test. So I'm generating 40 questions. So let's go ahead and see what the 40 questions we're going to get are. And they're going to explain to us if you got it right or wrong. And I'm just going to answer for real. Hopefully I'll get better and better. I'm going to do one this morning. Then I'll do another one tonight. Just to really be on it. I need to be on this. Can't be any chance. Not this next time. Here we go. Pressing generate exam. I generated the exam. It's already ready. Okay. So I have 0 answers. I have 40 questions. 0 answered. 0 correct. 0 incorrect. Okay. So we're just starting. First question. Oh, gosh, here we go. The Texas Real Estate Commission retains which of the following powers? The power to probate, suspend, or revoke a license, or reprimand or place on probation a licensee for a violation of the act or a rule of the commission. Okay. That sounds like something they could probably do. Let's see. The next one is the power to conduct licensure examinations for candidates seeking a sales agent or broker's license. Maybe that might be it. The power to recommend individual licenses to the public, or licensees to the public. Yeah. The power to, this is the D. D is the power to meditate, to mediate disputes between or among licensees concerning entitlement to sales commissions. Oh, now I'm seeing why it was hard for me to pass this test. I'm going to answer how I think it is. I'm going to look at this again. I read you guys the questions. I'm just going to tell you guys what I picked as the answer. And we'll see if I'm right or wrong. Because, shoot, I might be wrong. I might be wrong, y'all. But that's the whole point. I need to figure out how to be right so I can pass this test and stop taking it. I've gone so far. I can't believe they're putting me through this. But whatever. I'm going to keep going. Keep on going. Hello, Crazy Tail Selfie for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Miami Girly, for the follow. Thank you, Lulu, for the share. We're at 394 likes. I appreciate everyone who's liking. Thank you so much. Keep those likes coming. Pound that like button by tapping the screen. Yeah. Now the likes are going up a lot. Thank you. All right. So let's go back to this question. So I'm going to answer that they have the right to Conduct licensure exams for candidates seeking a sales agent or broker's license. I'm gonna go with that one. Let's see if that answer is correct. I'm checking the answer. I hope I'm right. Oh my gosh, am I gonna be right? I was wrong. I picked the wrong answer. So it says the real answer is the power to probate, suspend, or revoke a license or reprimand or place on probation a licensee for a violation of the act or a rule of the commission. Ooh, that's what I need to know. So I'm glad to know. So now it tells you the incorrect breakdown. So it says incorrect. The commission is imbued with power only as specifically authorized according to Texas Occupations Code Chapter 1101 Act 1101.151B3 to conduct hearings and render final decisions in contested cases, including ordering the issuance of a probationary license, suspending or revoking a license, and censoring or placing a licensee on probation for violation of the act or a rule of the commission. The commission does not have the power to mediate disputes regarding sales commissions or to recommend individual licensees to public. Although the commission oversees development of licensure examinations, the actual examinations are conducted by an independent testing firm with which the commission contracts. Oh. That'll be Pearson out here. If you're in Texas, then Pearson is the main one that they use for the license, like the licensing examination program. Okay. So that's a big one to get wrong. The power to probate. So the real answer, the power to probate, revoke. Let me do the question, the answer again. The question was, the Texas Real Estate Commission retains which of the following powers? The answer is the power to probate, suspend, or revoke a license, or reprimand or place on probation a licensee for a violation of the act or a rule of the commission. Okay, so that's the answer. I have to remember that one. Let's see, next question. This is the second question. We're only doing 40, because 40, that's how many questions are on here. Thank you for the 1.2 thousand likes. And thank you for Taylor's Room for following. I appreciate it. What, if any, here's the next question. What, if any, is the restriction on protected acres of rural homestead per family in the state of Texas? Ooh. I don't know this one, y'all. What, if any, is the restriction on protected acres of rural homestead per family in the state of Texas? So the first A is limited to 200 acres. B is limited to 50 acres. So A is 200 acres. B is 50 acres limited. C is there is no restriction in the state of Texas. And D is limited to 100 acres. I don't know this answer, so I'm going to pick 50. Let's see what the real answer is. I was wrong. It was 200, which is really what my first thought was. I'm like, oh, that's the top of the numbers. Like, or maybe it's probably more medium. I thought, like, I would just pick 50, but I thought first, like, 200, but like, oh, that seems too extreme. Sometimes I get caught in that if I don't know it. I picked the wrong one that way. But a lot of times your gut feeling, that answer is going to be the one. Let's read what it says. So limited. So the real answer is what if any is the restriction on protected acres of rural homestead per family in the state of Texas? The limit is 200 acres, and it says in Texas, a family is limited to owning a maximum of 200 protected acres. Wow. Okay. Can't wait to have those problems. Sounds beautiful. Next question. Texas exam. Okay, so this next one is a longer question. We're gonna have to remember this because I'm gonna just read it once. It's a little longer. It's like a story. So tune in. So two brothers, Joe and Stefan Bukov, want to buy. That's their last names. Joe and Stephen Bukov want to buy a townhouse together in Texarkana. Both men are recent college grads with professional level jobs. The lender has suggested a mortgage that offers monthly payments in monthly payments in the beginning of a gradually increase at the predetermined times over the life of the loan. Given that they expect their incomes to increase annually, they feel this type of loan might be a good choice because they'll be able to afford a larger townhouse. The larger townhouse, what type of loan does this describe? So it seems like a loan that gets more expensive as time goes. Lower monthly in the beginning, it gradually increases. So I feel like that's probably so that it's between A. Here's the answer. A is a balloon mortgage loan. B is a graduated payment mortgage loan. C is an 80-10-10 mortgage loan. D is an adjustable rate mortgage loan. Thank you for the mate tea, the mate tea. Save a H. Thank you for that. Is this a graduated payment mortgage loan? Or is it adjustable rate? Graduated payment mortgage loan or adjustable rate? What's a graduated payment? Let's see. Check the answer. I got it right. I am smart. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's discuss why I got it right. Okay, so right, the Bukovs are contemplating a graduated payment mortgage. Since their initial payments are lower, their qualifying ratios are lower, and they can afford more property. The monthly payments will gradually increase as their earning capacity. This type of loan is an example of a negative amortization. A balloon mortgage differs in that it has fixed payments for a short-term period and then requires a lump sum payment of the balance, or refinancing the remainder of the loan. An 80-10-10 loan combination or piggyback loan is a type of conventional loan that entails a first mortgage of 80%, a down payment of 10%, and a second mortgage of 10%. The advantage to an 80-10-10 is that it allows a smaller down payment without requiring mortgage premium insurance, and also gives the option of paying off the second trust more quickly, resulting in smaller monthly payments. An adjustable rate mortgage adjusts according to a selected index on a periodic basis. thereby causing the monthly payments to fluctuate over the life of the loan. Oh. Okay. I see. Next question. We did that. We got one right, thankfully. All right. Text. Okay, so it says the next question is an estate that is owned an estate that is owned by three siblings with no rights of survivorship is an example of which of the following? Ooh. Ooh. I think it's gonna be a Tennessee in common. Joint Tennessee. I think so. Anyways, let me read the question. The answer. So A is Tennessee in common. B is fee simple estate. C is joint tenancy. And D is tenancy by the entirety. I want to say it's a joint tenancy. Tenancy. Well, that means you're related. So I'm gonna say joint tenancy. But Tennessee in common might be it. That's. It might be Tennessee in common, but I'm gonna pick joint Tennessee. I'll see if I'm right. Dang it! I should have picked Tennessee in common. That's what it was. I was wrong. It's Tennessee in common. I got this incorrect. So I should have went with Tennessee in common. Oh well. Now I know better. Okay, so it's saying incorrect. Tennessee in common is ownership by two or more people with an undivided interest of interest and no right of survivorship. And in the case of one's owner's death, his or her share in the ownership passes to heirs. In contrast, joint tenancy occurs when two or more people share the ownership of a property with the right of survivorship passing to the remaining joint tenants. Oh, on the death of one or more owners. Tenancy by the entirety is a special case available in only certain states that applies to married couples and provides for a right to survivorship. Fee simple estate is the simplest form of ownership and indicates absolute ownership, usually in regards to a property for which the owner holds an undivided title to the land on which the property is located. Okay. Well, Tennessee in common it is. Interesting. Okay, that's really good to know. Okay, so next question. We're not doing that well when it comes to averages, but we're gonna do this every day so that we're ready for this test. Obviously, we need it. Okay, next question. A sales agent wished to transfer to a new broker. When may he engage in the business? Okay, so A is when the new broker receives a license from the Texas Real Estate Commission. B, after waiting a period of 48 hours. C, when the Texas Real Estate Commission receives his request for transfer. D, when his fees and sponsorship forms have been mailed to the Texas Real Estate Commission. I think the answer to this one is A. I think it's when the new broker receives a license for him from the Texas Real Estate Commission. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, Chris. How you doing today? How you doing? Yeah, I think the answer is A to this one. When the new broker receives a license for him. Oh gosh, I don't know if that's gonna be right. Okay, let's see. I'm checking the answer now. Dang it, I was wrong. I was wrong again. So the real answer is when his fees and sponsorship forms have been mailed to the real estate commission. I would have thought that would have already been done. When the fees and sponsorship forms. Mm, goodness. Well, okay, so that's how that has to work. When the fees and sponsorship forms have to be mailed. Okay, so let's read the incorrect word on here. Thank you for the rose, Chris. Thank you. So this is incorrect because the moment your forms have been mailed or emailed to the Texas Real Estate Commission and your license fee has been mailed, or PayPal, which is cool, you work for the next broker. Your first broker must have your license the first time only, not for subsequent brokers. There is no waiting period. No waiting period. Wow. The first time only. That's good to know. So it's easy to switch brokers. Not that I would ever want to. I'm very happy with my broker. Wow. Okay. Oh goodness. Not them they put like a thumb down mark on all the questions you have wrong. I have a lot of area of that on here. This is not good, you guys. Let's go to the next question. But that's the whole point of it. We're learning. We're getting better and better at this. We're going to do this morning and night. We're going to do a practice session of 40 questions, morning and nighttime. All right. This next question is, which of the following statements regarding mold and mold remediation is false? Oh, it sounds like a terrible question. All right. A property owner can assess and remediate mold. Sorry, A. So A is the property owner can assess and remediate mold on his own property without a license. I'm already thinking that that's false. B is all certificates no more than 5 years old must be provided by sellers to buyers. C, if mold is visible, it must be remediated. Okay. C, as a D, a certificate of mold remediation must be provided no more than 10 days after the work is complete. I'm going to go with A, that a property owner can assess and remediate mold on his own property without a license. I think that that's false, because it says which of the question is which of the following statements regarding mold and mold remediation is false. So I'm gonna go with A. I think you have to have a license for it. So let's see if I got it right this time. I got it wrong again. I got it wrong again. I can't believe that you can do this without a license. So the real answer is, if mold is visible, it must be remediated. That is the answer to the question. That's false. Why wouldn't it need to be remediated? If mold is visible, it must be remediated. I would hope it would have to be, but okay, I got it wrong. Let's see what it says. So I got it incorrect. It says if mold is visible on a property, it should be remediated, but it does not have to be remediated. Property owners can remediate mold on their own property. If a mold remediator is hired, he must provide a certificate of mold remediation no more than 10 days after his work is complete. The sellers must provide all certificates no more than 5 years old to buyers. Okay. Wow. I'm doing really bad, you guys. I have like I'm really answering questions wrong. All right. Patty rents. This is the next question. I think I might only do 10 on here. I think I may only do 10 because I'm hungry. I have to eat some food. So I think I'm going to like finish this live. What is it, like three more? I finished 3 more questions and then maybe when I come back we'll do some more of these same ones, or I don't know. But I'm just gonna do 10 right now. Okay, this next question is: Patty rents a storefront in downtown Arlington for her day spa. Boundless Beauty. She pays. That's her day spa name. She pays $1,500 a month in rent, plus a portion of the landlord's taxes, maintenance, and insurance, which fluctuate. What type of lease does Patty have? Ooh. A is a gross lease with stops. B, a gross lease. C, a sandwich lease. And then D is a net lease. Ooh, I don't feel too good about this one. I want to say, because I want a sandwich right now, I'm going to pick a sandwich lease. I really don't know exactly what this will be, so I'm going to pick sandwich lease. What would I really pick, though? If I was doing the test, I would think that this would be, maybe a net lease. I don't know. I would say sandwich leads because it's like combining. I feel like when I think of a sandwich, I think it's combining multiple things. So, and yeah, I do want a sandwich, but that doesn't have to do with the fact that I think this sandwich leads might be the answer to this particular question. I'll pick sandwich. I may be wrong, but let's just see what it is. I was wrong. It was a net lease. It was a net lease. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I bought this course because now I'm in the past because I can't believe I don't know a lot of this stuff. So sad. Okay. So, incorrect. It says Patty has a triple net lease because she pays a portion of all 3 of the landlord's. Well, thank you for the love, Chris. Appreciate it. And the 13 roses. Thank you, Chris. Love, love, love that. Patty has a triple net lease because she pays a portion of all 3 of the landlord's usual operating cost, taxes, maintenance, and insurance on a regular basis, in addition to her monthly rent. A net lease is one that requires a tenant to contribute to some of the landlord's operating cost. Both types of leases are favorable for the landlord because they allow rising cost to be passed along to the tenants. Net leases can include caps on cost. A gross lease, in contrast, is most similar to the typical residential lease that stipulates a fixed monthly rent regardless of the landlord's fluctuating operating cost. A gross lease with stops is a lease that allows a landlord to pass along some of the operating costs when they reach a certain level. That's a very big difference. The one with the stops. So the sandwich lease. Let's go back to the sandwich lease again, because that's the one I picked for some reason. I need to know why that's not the right one again. Gross lease. Yeah, I don't know. It's not really showing the sandwich lease on here as a definition of it. Oh well. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and put the next question. We're doing really bad, you guys. We did terrible on this test, but we're going to do better and better. Every day we're going to watch me do better and better and get 100% on the new ones. This next question is for the Texas state exam question. It says, when should a sales agent or broker present the seller's disclosure of property to buyer? This is something I feel like was on the test. I mean, I got this right. Seller disclosure of property to buyer. And A is any time between acceptance of the offer and the closing date. B is after the closing date. C is after a satisfactory inspection and appraisal are completed. D is prior to or within the agreed number of days preparing a written offer for a buyer. Days of preparing a written offer for a buyer. So when should the sales agent or broker present the seller disclosure of property to a buyer? Disclosure of property to the buyer. So A is anytime between acceptance of the offer and the closing date. I think that's not right. That's not right. I think that's like too wide. The next one is after closing date. That makes no sense. You would need that before you close, so that's not gonna be the right answer. C is after a satisfactory inspection and appraisal are completed. So I don't think that's right either. And then the last one is prior to or within an agreed number of days of preparing a written offer for a buyer. Wait, what does that even mean? It says an offer prior to or within an agreed number of days of preparing a written offer for a buyer, but this is a seller's agent. Preparing a written offer for a buyer. A written offer. I'm gonna go with that one just because I think like they're saying like an offer that, hey, we're gonna sell you the house for this amount of money. You know, like that's, so I'm gonna say that's the only one that makes sense to me. Let's see if I'm right. I was right. I got it correct. It's so the answer to when should a sales agent or broker present the seller's disclosure to the property to the buyer is prior to or within an agreed number of days of preparing a written offer for a buyer. Okay. So, correct. The buyer needs this information in order to make an informed offer. So, the sales agent must share the seller's disclosure of property condition prior to preparing a written offer on a property or within an agreed number of days after the contract is signed. Trek number 2014. If delivered after the contract is signed, a buyer can terminate the contract within 7 days prior to closing, whichever happens first. Ooh. Ooh. Dang. That's deep. So you better get that in. That sort of disclosure is important. Thank you for sharing the live, Shay. Alright, so we got 2 questions right and 6 wrong. Oh my god, we're doing so bad. We're just going to do 2 more questions, and then I'm going to go eat something. Next question. Here we go. A broker can communicate to clients the availability of a trust to pay damages to aggrieved persons in which of the following ways? Broker can communicate to clients the availability of a trust to pay damages to aggrieved persons by directing them. So A is by directing them to the website of Texas Real Estate Commission. by informing them verbally at the first substantive contact. Verbally, I don't know. In writing, when a client makes a formal grievance complaint to the broker. I think that might be a right one. I don't know, let's see. This is the last one. And then D is through writing via a receipt for professional services, a sign posted in the licensee place of business, or on brochure distributed by the licensee, through writing via receipt or a professional services, a sign posted in the licensee. Oh my gosh, there's so many things. I don't know. What's up, Shay? Good to see you, Shay. Oh my gosh. That's a tough one. I'm going to say maybe through writing via receipt for professional services. I'm going to say that one because it's like long and complicated, so I feel like it might be the right one. It is the right one. It is the right one. Shay said the struggle is real. I know. It's so real. I have one more question left. I'm going to do on live. I'm going to do the rest on my own, but like I'm going to do this one more question on live this time. I'm like so frustrated. I can't believe I only answered half of them right. No, not even half. A third of them right. Oh my god, so bad. Is that right? Is that much? I got 3 correct and I got 6 incorrect. So that's a third. Anyway. Okay, let's do the next question. Oh wait, okay, let's read the correct description. So it says, correct. A broker has the responsibility to let clients know that a trust account exists to pay damages to aggrieved persons. Simply directing clients to the TREC website or sharing the information after a complaint has been made is not sufficient notification per section 1101.615 of Texas Occupations Act. This information can be communicated through a written contract for the license of certificate holders services on a brochure that the license of the certificate holder distributes on a prominent sign proximity in the broker's place of business, on a bill or receipt for professional services, or with prominent display to the internet website of a person regulated under this chapter. The notice must include the commission's name, mailing address, and telephone number, as well as any other required information. Oh my gosh. That is so intense. He Ain't Me Though says you should braid your hair. I want to see how you do it. You have to watch the old videos. I haven't braided my hair on here in a second. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this question is so intense. But at least I got it right. At least I got it right, hunty. We got it right. We got it right. We got it right. We keep it tight. Yeah. We got it right. Twerk, twerk, twerk. We got it right. Hold on, let me push this closer over here. That way I can see the question easier. That's right, Shay. Shay's over here putting my braided photos out there. How dare you, Shay? All right, last question. This is it for now for you guys. I'm going to do the rest on my own. I have 30 more after this. But I'm going to do them on my own. But I'm like, I want to eat. And I don't have time to be over here messing with y'all when I need to be eating my food. No, I'm joking. I really appreciate y'all. I just... These questions are so hard. Okay, next question. If I do this every day, twice a day, we're going to pass that test for sure. All right. Mortgage discount points only apply if which of the following conditions are met? A is in the interest rate on the mortgage loan has been lowered by 2% for each point. Okay. Interest rate on the mortgage loan. Okay. The seller has agreed to pay 1% of the closing costs. That's B. C is the loan does not close. The buyer owes the lender for services rendered. Okay. D is the interest rate has been fully reduced for each point charged. So the question again is mortgage discount points only apply if which of the following conditions are met. I'm gonna go with the A, just because I don't really know what this answer is, and I need to know, so I'm gonna go with A. The interest rate on the mortgage loan has been lowered by 2% for each point charged. I'm just gonna say that. I was wrong. I was very wrong. Incorrect. It says that the real answer is the interest rate has been truly reduced for each point charged. Has been truly reduced. I wouldn't have guessed that, I don't think. So it says more incorrect. Mortgage discount points are paid at the closing either to maintain or lower the interest rate charged on the loan. Each point costs 1% of the loan amount. 2 points on a $250,000 mortgage would equal $5,000. The amount of interest reduced per point can vary by lender. Okay. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. We got that wrong. We did not do well. We got 3 incorrect and we got 7 right. No, ooh, I wish I was right. We got 3 right and 7 incorrect. But it's my first time taking these practice tests. I'm going to be taking them twice a day so that I do not fail this test again, because I cannot. Don't say we, lol. I knew you were going to say that, Shay. You can't just take one for the team, Shay. You can't just take it up. Just like, you were here too. You could have given me answers, but you didn't say anything. You just let me, answer for myself. And it's not good. So it's a we. It's a we because you let me fail this test just now. I can't believe it's 3 out of. I can't believe all these questions I got wrong. Oh well. Well, I'm gonna keep on studying. I'm listening to a podcast too. Well, it's not a podcast. It's like a training on this Texas test. So I'll be listening to that and doing whatever it takes to make sure that I get past it this time. Next week and a half. Gotta get past. All right. Rock on, Mercuryans. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to find some food. I'll see you next time. Bye.